Hello, everyone, and welcome. Today, we are diving into a dessert that is pretty much a warm hug in a bowl, the amazing Egyptian comfort food, Ali. This is one of my all-time favorite things to make, you know? It's so simple, but so satisfying. I'm really excited to share my personal secrets to get it just right. I want you to just imagine this for a second. A spoonful of warm, buttery pastry that's just soaked in sweet, fragrant milk. And on top, you've got this perfectly crisp, golden brown crust that kind of crackles when your spoon breaks through. I'm telling you, it's pure comfort in every single bite. The kind of thing that just makes you feel instantly cozy. And you know what I love about Ali? It's so versatile. So today, we're going to make it two ways. First, a light, everyday classic version that's easy on the wallet but huge on flavor. Then, we're going to make a richer, more decadent version for those times you really want to treat yourself. And don't you worry, both are super simple to get right. So let's get into it. All right, let's start with the classic. This version is just wonderfully light. It's got this perfectly balanced sweetness that never feels too heavy, you know? It uses really simple ingredients you probably already have, so it's as easy on your budget as it is delicious. This is my go-to for a cozy weeknight dessert. So here's what you're gonna need. A packet of puff pastry. The frozen kind from the store works great, or if you can get it from bakery, even better. Then a liter of whole milk, some sugar, some finely shredded coconut, a couple of tablespoons of qishta, that's like a thick cream, table cream works too, and of course, a little bit of vanilla. Now you might notice, we're not using nuts in this version. We're keeping it simple, but I promise with a little trick I'm about to show you, you won't miss them one bit. First things first, let's get that pastry ready. Go ahead and preheat your oven to 200 degrees Celsius, which is about 400 Fahrenheit. Lay your puff pastry out on a baking sheet. And here's a really important tip. Whatever you do, don't poke it with a fork. We want it to puff up like a giant, beautiful cloud, all light and flaky. Bake it for about 20 to 25 minutes until it's just gloriously golden. Once it's cool enough to touch, just break it into pieces. You'll hear that amazing crunch, and fill up your baking dish about 2/3 of the way. Okay, so before we even touch the milk, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. It's a super simple trick, but honestly, it's a total game changer. It makes this version taste so special without having to add any pricey ingredients. You ready? The secret is toasted coconut. All you do is warm up the shredded coconut in a dry pot over medium heat, and it just unlocks this incredible, deep, nutty smell that will fill your entire kitchen. It's a fantastic way to add a layer of richness that really does mimic the flavor of nuts. Seriously, the smell alone is worth it. So let's make that amazing milk mixture. Get that coconut toasting in a pot until it's a lovely light golden brown. The second it gets there, pour your milk, sugar, and qishta right into that same pot. Just keep stirring as it heats up so the sugar dissolves, and once it comes to a good rolling boil, take it off the heat. Then stir in your vanilla. Your kitchen is going to smell absolutely heavenly right about now. And now for the magical part. While that milk is still piping hot, pour it all over that crunchy, broken pastry. Just gently press the pastry down with a spoon, making sure every single piece gets a chance to soak up that delicious liquid. Now here's the key. You want it to look really soupy, almost like you've added too much milk. Don't worry, that pastry is thirsty and it's going to absorb a ton, but you want plenty of that creamy milk left over so the final dessert is just perfectly drenched. Okay, so we've mastered the classic. Now, you feeling a little fancy? Let's kick this up a notch and make the indulgent version. This is the one I make for special occasions, a truly luxurious take that is guaranteed to wow everyone. It's unbelievably decadent, but you'll be surprised how easy it is. For this rich version, we're swapping out the puff pastry for 3 big, buttery croissants. And instead of milk, oh yeah, we are going all in with 2 cups of heavy cream. A little sugar for sweetness, vanilla for that beautiful aroma, and if you want, a handful of your favorite mixed nuts, pistachios, almonds, they're fantastic in here. That's it, simple ingredients for a seriously rich result. The prep for this is even easier. Just tear or cut your croissants into big, generous chunks and toss them in your baking dish. And here's a little pro tip. Day-old croissants are actually perfect for this, since they're a little drier and they'll soak up that cream even better. If you're using nuts, go ahead and sprinkle them all over the top, letting them fall in between the croissant pieces. All right, for our cream mixture, we're just going to gently warm up the heavy cream and sugar in a pot. Now listen up, because this is really important. You only want to warm it. Do not let it boil. If it boils, the cream might separate, and we don't want that. Just heat it until the sugar melts. Take it off the heat, stir in the vanilla, and then pour this liquid gold all over your croissants. Just like before, make sure everything is swimming happily in there. So we have our two versions assembled and ready to go. But now it's time for the grand finale. This is the step that gives Ali its signature look, that incredible texture contrast. I'm talking about that perfect, bubbly golden brown top. This applies to both versions, and it's what makes everybody's eyes light up. So you've got a couple of awesome choices here. You can whip up some cream from a powder mix or liquid cream, doesn't matter, for a light, airy top that gets beautifully brown. Or for a more traditional, even richer flavor, you can spread a layer of qishta or clotted cream right over the top. Whichever one you pick, the key is to spread it gently in a nice, even layer all the way to the edges. And I've got one last little pro tip for that perfect restaurant quality finish. Right before it goes in the oven, give the top a very light, even dusting of powdered sugar through a little sieve. I'm telling you, this is the secret. It helps create that gorgeous, crackly, almost creme brulee-like crust. It's a tiny step that makes a huge difference. Now turn on your oven's broiler and place your dish on the middle rack, not right up at the top. And please, I cannot stress this enough, watch it like a hawk. Do not walk away. That sugar and cream can go from perfectly golden to burnt in a matter of seconds. It really only needs a few minutes. The second you see that beautiful, bubbly, golden brown color all over, pull it out right away.
And there you have it, two absolutely beautiful, steaming hot dishes of Ali, just begging to be eaten. Each one has a slightly different approach, but they both end up in the same wonderful place, a bowl of pure, delicious comfort. The smell alone is just incredible.
So, just to recap, we've got two clear paths to Ali heaven. On one side, you have the light and comforting classic, made with flaky pastry and fragrant milk. That's your perfect everyday treat. On the other side, you've got the unbelievably rich and decadent croissant version, soaked in pure cream. That's a total showstopper for a special occasion. It just goes to show how wonderfully versatile this dessert is. And honestly, there is no wrong choice here. It's not about which one is better, it's about what kind of comfort you're craving at the moment. The classic is like a nostalgic hug, you know? It's balanced and just warms you up. The indulgent version is like wrapping yourself in a velvet blanket. It's a luxurious experience. Both are just fantastic in their own way. So the only question left is, which one are you going to make first? The light and classic or the rich and indulgent? Either way, I really hope you enjoy every single warm, creamy, amazing spoonful. Happy cooking!